Hey everybody, GravyTrain here once again with our special returning guest. This is Kreepy here as well. Say hi, Kreepy.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I got distracted by a very good-looking person. I'm back, but yeah.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Well, Kreepy plays in his car, so yeah, he's got the room with a view. Anywho, we're here with another head-to-head. This time, we're on Kreepy's account. Ooh.
I don't want to shock any of you to what happens with the 3-star jumbo.
So, have you done any prep work or anything like that? I'm going to go ahead and switch over now to this view. And there's Kreepy.
I am. Good morning, everybody. So things, as far as preparation, I didn't move any runes around. Most of my characters are ruined right now. As a lot of people
Let's take
know,
a look at your roster.
I'm about to say, as a lot of people know, I have
Oof. Lots and lots and lots of runes.
Yeah. We have a thing going on in Skynet right now where you have to beat a 5.9k rune power team. With the person who comes up with the most creative team, we're going to vote on it, will win $20 Visa gift card, electronic gift card.
Gotcha.
So I've been being cute. Never mind my wins and losses. I'll just tell you, it's hard to win. It's hard to win with some of the stuff I've been pulling off.
Oh yeah, I feel you there. So, all right. Well, let's get to it. Let's give the people what they want, and what they want can only be us losing in PvP.
Yes.
All right. So, let's get to it. Oh, you're even on a 5-win streak. Look at you.
I don't want to brag. But I mean, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Okay.
So many ways to do this, but I kind of want to share with everybody. Once again, so kind of like me last week, I had the disadvantage of, luckily Gravy has a lot of his characters with free-floating runes, whereas me, I have most of my characters ruined the way I'm trying to use them now. So in this matchup, I really like a Shade, Kai, Agnon, and Solaris.
Shade,
like, what the?
Kai, Agnon, and Solaris?
Yep.
That is not even remotely what I was expecting.
Nope.
So,
right, kids,
so talk me through how you have these heroes ruined. So Shade obviously is 5 purples for those who don't know Shade.
Right. So Shade's 5 purples. He's got 3 festives, all attack festives, a tank rune, and just an attack rune. So his attack is about 13k, his defense is 12k, and his health is 17k. He has a taunt on him, and he can spirit link right away.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to attack him, and because the festive runes, anyone that hits the ground in round 1, he possesses in round 2.
Yep. I'm there with you. Mine is actually, I don't have the tank rune on him, because usually what I will do is I will spirit link the opponent that is taunting, pull their taunt. But I mean, for the defense, that is actually pretty good then. So,
well, for me, it's most of the time with Oak Lily now becoming common.
Everybody, yeah. I mean, I was actually having a discussion about that on Discord today. Somebody was like, just because you have it doesn't mean... I'm like, no, you gotta understand. They're everywhere. Everybody's got Oak Lily now. So...
my last video, and I'm sure, and you as well, I encourage people, the first thing to get was 65k Aether, Oak Lily skin.
Definitely.
Just... stop. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Just get the Oak Lily skin. You can thank us later.
Yep.
Right, so
I mean, all three of those skins, by the way. Drax is the only one that really, in my opinion, kind of sucks. I mean, the amount of extra damage that he does is, like, whatever. But, yeah, the Hansuke skin, also awesome. The Pontifex Mortis skin, oh, so good. Yes. So good.
And I actually got that this last week.
Nice.
So my Pontifex is nuts. Now, I don't have the 2 festives on them the way you like them, but it's only because I'm got those festives elsewhere for other stupidity that I'm trying.
Yeah, I've got my Pontifex is now up over 20,000 attack.
I think. Actually, will you go check mine?
Well, let's do the battle first. We're getting sidetracked. Yeah, okay. So your Shade is taunted. There's built up attack, taunt. Your Kai, offense or defense?
My Kai is balanced, so he's 11 on 11.
Okay. Agnon, I'm assuming 3 festives.
3 festives, 2 black festives, 1 green festive, all attack. Red is a healer rune, so he heals 10%. While all having attack. And the blue rune is a superior unbreakable heart.
One of the attack ones?
Yes.
Cool. And Solaris, like it matters, but skill runes,
Solaris
defense.
Is 4-1. Solaris is 4-1. If she dies in round 1, I don't care.
Right. 4 attack, 1 defense.
Yep. 4 attack, 1 defense. So she lights stuff on fire really nicely.
Okay.
All right, so
no skill, any skill on Solaris? A lot of times I'll put skill if I'm using Solaris.
The hero runes that she has in her red slots have skill as the 3rd and 4th stats.
So definitely something to consider when you're runing healer characters, especially, but any of the caster type characters is by putting skill on a character like Solaris, the damage that she does that also does healing, or the direct heals or anything like that healing is going to be boosted significantly by a nice boosted skill.
Absolutely. And the rule of thumb, if you're going to use a freezer, if you're going to use a burner, Furno for wildfire, have your skill over 3K. That's like a magical number for everything, for healing, for wildfire, for passive boost. If you want beasts to have more hit points, put skill on Solaris. And because of her what's that fantastic beast? I forgot what the passive is, but due to the skill, that's boosted, and your beast automatically have more hit points. Same thing for Nog Nog. Put skill on him, there's more hit points there.
Yep. All right, so let's do it.
Everyone watching this, like, Brad, you're dumb as hell. Yeah, but I come up with a lot of really cool stuff, but it takes some losing.
It does. I'm the same way. I experiment a lot. All right,
now,
so
this baffles the hell out of me. So we don't have to Spirit Link in round 1.
Really?
Here's why. No, my Shade is insanely tanky. Insanely tanky. Agnon is going to kill a lot of people here in just a second.
Okay. So you're just going to hold off and... do we want to just use Haunted Pass then?
Yeah. And we want to use this on Falcon for fear. Falcon's the only one that can ruin this attack.
Well, they all should get feared, but he'll take damage from it.
Well, no, only the initial target will get fear from it.
No, fears and marks the enemy. Oh, with the fear then the other ones get haunted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Amplifying.
So we want to fear Falcon. And we want to save the link for round 2 when Lily's out of oak form.
Yep.
And,
all right.
And then we're going to link her and get the evasion and what have you.
All right, so Surf's up. I usually put Festives on my Kai so that I have the option of doing Special 2 or Special 3.
Call of the Deep.
Call of the Deep is the one that I really go for, so I usually go 3 Festives. But, yeah, I'm going to shut chat off. Hold on. I usually do this on my own. I just want to shut chat off from... Should only affect my client anyways, but...
Okay.
Alright.
So the reason why we have Kai here, in case everyone's wondering, is because most defenses are going to have Falcon now. And I want him to hit weak against Solaris because I already know she's going to be frozen.
Yep.
So I need that hit to be very weak, and I need the follow-ups to go on a Shade that's insanely tanky and can take a beating with Shroud, giving him 28% damage reduction. So here we go.
Yep.
So watch the difference here. So 1,388 damage is the old damage that Valken did to Solaris. Now,
I'm not even going to ask. Terror Storm is the way to go, right?
Yep, yep. We've already won.
Oh, yeah.
We've literally already won.
Although Shade, well, maybe we didn't.
Got lucky. That guy just got so lucky.
You shouldn't have said anything. We were good right up until you said up, and we just won. Don't get cocky, folks.
That really sucks.
Don't get cocky.
Okay, so let's refresh.
Yep. Oh, refresh.
So many, yeah,
this team?
The gems.
Oh, reset. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
this
so
should
now
be
we're
easy.
going to show.
I mean,
so what is
level 74 team, 5220 rune power. I mean, 3-star Jin. This should be a cakewalk.
Yeah, and let's use my what Gravy was losing last week, because I want to show him that I learned something from him.
So you're talking Shade, Ponty, or Agnon Ponty. What was the full team? I don't even remember.
Well, mostly with Shade Ponty, you had a lot of different variants in there.
Gotcha.
Now, one of the things that I've been doing is Shade, Ponty, Craw, of course.
My Craw is way up to the top. Where's your Craw?
Oh, sorry, he's right there to the left. And then all the way up, and let's get Zom.
Zom, nice. Okay. So the idea here for those that didn't see the video last week, Shade is going to apply Shroud to the entire team. Pontifex Mortis is going to give a boost to Craw and Zom, because they're both undead. You're going to get, because he's got the skin, you can see the disease on all the heroes there, so that's going to weaken their attack, etc. And then, yeah, I mean, the rest of this is just pretty typical stuff. So what are you going to suggest we lifelink Jin or Theron?
I'm about to say, we could do either or, but I would go with Jin here.
Because he's got the
I want that
buffs.
regen rune.
Yep, that was my thinking too.
And the reason why I have a taunt on Zom, everybody, if he revenge attacks, someone's getting disease. And by their someone, I mean their whole damn team.
Right.
So.
Alright, so you don't have festives on him.
Right.
Okay.
No,
so you're going for, well, this is an AE, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That should really
It is lagging for some reason. Kill this other instance.
I love the arcane runes on Pontifex. So everyone, the reason why, the arcane runes boost a chance, but Chaos Storm in and of itself can apply a random debuff. So it's a lot like Theron's Thermal Detonator, or any of his attacks, because Tinker Trick's passive. But there we go, frozen people, diseased people. We're sitting in a very
wounded and shocked, all from an attack that had nothing to do with shock or wound. So
love it. All right, so here I would definitely go with my Dark Designs. Give us a stack of Foresight in case their Valken gets a round off.
So you figure we're going to eat some Theron here?
Yep.
And the reason... go ahead.
My Zom has 19k attack, 16k defense, and 41k health.
And I think this is pretty much a gimme.
Yep.
So the reason that we used Taste for Brains specifically on Theron is because Taste for Brains doesn't tend to do a lot of damage. So you hit somebody that's low, and it's going to burn that corpse. Kill him and burn the corpse.
So here I would probably go with either Calm Before Well, we have.
Well, no, there. Yeah, we got. There's not enough debuffs out there to go. I have determined that if you have a bunch of debuffs from the Arcane Rune with Ponti, you can still use the Calm Before, even if Dagran's out there, because you're going to swamp his cleanse. But right now there aren't any, so I'm going to say at this point we should probably do Storm of the Ancestors.
Exactly. Yeah, because even if they try to throw artillery at us or something like that, we have enough foresight that we're okay.
Right.
Love that Unbreakable Heart rune on him.
All right.
Oh! Oh no! That was.
I love Ponti. I love Ponti so much.
Double UH rune on that guy and a vampiric.
Oh, geez, I thought that was going to finish him.
Yeah, he has double UH.
There we go. Alright.
And so that will actually work against most Dwarf Panda teams, even if they're level 80 and higher rune power. I actually really like that team now. Really like that team now. Another great...
So, same thing as before. The only difference is Dagran is going to be getting protection from Shade, the Shroud, but the rest of them should be fine. We should be able to lifelink Therend.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, I think that we can try that team again. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I'm working on... I don't know who to swap out for it, but I'd really love to work a Hansuki into this Undead team. And you'd think, do I swap out Shade? But if they've got a freezer, then... But,
I don't know that there is a good option. I mean, you don't want to get rid of Pontifex, but that would be... I mean, Shade is probably your answer. I mean, if they've got a freezer, you've got Foresight with Craw, and you've got Hansuke isn't freezable, so... Well, here we go. We'll steal his taunt.
Perfect.
Why do people put taunt on Therend? I don't get it.
I'm assuming that because so much people use dwarves on offense now, and he has a damage reduction from armored opponents. That's the only thing I can think about. But most of the time, people build their Therends offensively, so...
Right, well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, why would you put a tank rune at that point?
Yep.
Get Therend. So I'm fast forwarding through this since this is pretty simple.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And so the reason why that Spirit Link didn't work right there, everybody, is because of future sight from Craw. So that's why Craw makes his money.
Yep.
Proc and Epic on Shade. Proc and Epic on Shade. Yeah, baby! Oh! Oh. Oh, that just made me so happy. I cannot wait for my time.
See, we're already giving the people what they want because the conversations we were having in the other chat before this would have expected to hear those kind of sounds.
Oh.
We won't go into it. If you're...
Yeah, I'm about to say, we don't know how old you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All in fun. All right, Tiamat. All right, we got 10 minutes left on this video. Tiamat, let's see here. So this is... Okay, so we got an Oak Lily. And Dwarves and Djinn. So this we're seeing... If you're not seeing this a bunch, then you're probably in, like... I don't know. What's the level below Warlord? Like Gladiator or something like that. Yeah, you're probably in one of the lower tiers if you're not seeing this. So, or you're not level 80, whatever. But this is very common right now. Everybody and their brother has got the Lily skin, and everybody's got it up on defense, which is fine. I mean, it's definitely workable. But as long as you know how to beat it, then it's easy picking. So, against this team... I forget, were you using this for that team as well?
You can. You can definitely do it.
What was the other one you were using?
So...
It was Shade.
Hunter Killer. You want to use Hunter Killer?
What was Hunter Killer? I don't know what these... You use names for these.
Okay, so let's go... we're going to grab our panda, top left. Scroll down a little bit. Valken, Agnon's going to be on your left-hand side.
Yep.
Then you're going to go Valken and then Drac. And before anyone gives me any grief, Drac has a taunt, and he's got 16k defense.
Drives me nuts seeing these out of order. All right. So I know effectively it's the same thing, but my OCD is, well, it's not really OCD, but my compulsion to put things in order.
Nah, it's not a bad thing. All right, so here we go. Obviously, you're going to use Terror Storm here. Your Panda's going to do the follow-ups. Lots of damage should be doing. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, hit him. It doesn't literally do. I would hit Valken.
Yeah.
Because the Panda could start throwing around paralysis. It doesn't matter, but you can cut down whoever you want now because Drac is immune to taunt.
Yep.
So cut down the Panda if you want. Paralyze the flower. Or yeah,
I figure once we're down to this, it's all over. But the
yeah. So the beautiful thing, and we wanted to do the Plummeting Doom because we've got haste. But pay attention to what we got here now. I use this team. All right, so if I'm not testing, I use this team 80% of the time. Now we can just go right into Hardened Assault. You can leave them up.
Save it. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Pillage. So here comes, all this doesn't matter because what's going to win in just a second is the pillage.
Except now she's got haste, but...
It's okay because Valken can't miss and he's going to pull it from her.
That works.
So, hey, wait a minute. I don't have a shield piercing rune on Valken, and she died without going to oak form.
She had already been in oak form.
Oh, that's right, the drop. The drop. Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute.
That was actually a fairly recent thing, I think, too, where that shield, it would actually, shield piercing would bypass the final oak form, too.
And I like it.
Oh, I do too, definitely. I like the fact that it bypasses Unbreakable Heart as well. Okay. So this is an uncommon team to see. I'm actually happy to see a team like this. But we're going to be presented with some new challenges because the demons, with Zulk, he's going to make Malice and Zulk are both going to be immune to taunt. Zulk will start with the shield piercing, fire, or burning ability on defense, followed by the claw attack, followed by a banish. So round 2 or 3, we're going to have to worry about the banish. Malice, we want to shut down Malice quickly. She's probably the biggest threat on that team, I think. At least unchecked, she's the biggest threat on the team.
So one thing here I'd like to point out, especially on defense, if you don't have a Craw to block the silence for Valken, if you put your Malice first in this defense, or any defense for that matter, and she, for example, hits the opposing person's Valken, and she becomes a water hunter, she also, and the whole team becomes water resistant and freeze resistant. Or if they hit a fire person, fire resistant. Or disease resistant if she hits a dark person. So I'm not saying that this is wrong because by all means Valken could proc haste and then we've got a big problem. But that's something else to think about here. But with that in mind,
this looks like somebody took their offensive team and threw it on defense. Is this order for offense? I would probably put Zulk before Valken. Matter of fact, I would switch. I would rotate them. I would put Zulk first, Malice second, Valken third, Jin fourth on offense. But that's the kind of thinking it seems like for this attack, this defense.
Completely agree. So right here, immediately the first thing that comes to my mind is we need to make sure. I want Valken to get his artillery in. And the reason why is if he procs haste and the demons get haste, a lot of stupid stuff can happen really fast because they don't have to follow taunts or anything.
So you're thinking getting rid of Jin so that they're not silenced. You're thinking putting in. Let me follow your train of thought and see if I can anticipate it.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's perfect.
So you're gonna have Craw in your lineup. You're gonna have Shade in your lineup, and you're gonna have what? Auntie, and maybe Zom. Then
you are so close. You're so close. So all right. So here's exactly what I had in mind. So Gravy had 3 out of 4, exactly what I wanted. I would want, in this situation, I would want Shade, I would want Valken, I would want Pontifex, and I would want Craw.
Okay.
So here's what's going to happen here. Outside of him being really not smart.
There's your Craw way down there.
And if you put Taunt on, I don't know. If you put Taunt on Valken now, it might throw what I'm about to do a little off, but it's not going to matter. But here's how this attack's going to go. If the taunt is on somebody like Valken, I'm going to take it. Excuse me. Then with my Valken, I'm going to target down Zolk'dod because Zolk'dod is going to cleanse himself and get his attack in. So I'm going to target their Zolk'dod. All right, so let's enter the battle. Let's enter the battle because I'm going to talk you through with this.
Yep.
If there's not a taunt here, we're going to go right into Haunted Pass, and we're going to beat this team in round 1. If there is a taunt, we are going to take it. And we have a taunt.
No taunt.
So right here we have few options. A, we can Haunted Pass Jin Lee, for example, which I think he's a slow hero. He's going to take boosted damage, and he's a light hero, which means he's going to take 225% of whatever our Shade throws at him. So yeah, let's Haunted Pass Jin Lee. I love this. I love this. And he's got some sort of... And so here, the whole reason why this team was built this way, no one's frozen. No one's frozen.
I mean, Shade does that pretty much, so...
What? I'm assuming she has a caster.
Well, she would have... Where would she have gotten... Must have gotten that from the random buff.
It has to be a caster rune. Has
well,
to be. So,
who had taunt on this team? It was Shade, right?
Yeah, my Shade.
She will steal buffs periodically, I'm pretty sure. But anyhow, carry on.
All right, so normally right here, I'd want to be focusing down EZ with Valken. As you can well see, that's not the case, but that's not the end of the world because I still have Shroud. So I'm still going to have my damage reserve Dark Heroes, and EZ is not going to do too much to my Valken. My Valken has 25k attack, 20k defense, etc., etc. So
yeah, I mean, his S1 anyways, like his first special, unless he is like all attack, doesn't hit that hard. So
exactly.
All right,
so let's bury this lady. That is one resilient Mauer.
Yeah, it is. All right, well, Zulk died, so he was really heavy on the offense, almost no defense. I tend to, on defense, I rune Zulk all defense and throw a taunt. Well, I mean, you saw that last week. I mean,
I had 35k defense,
and it works really well. So
yeah. I'm about to say no one's ready for that.
So just for the hell of it, I'm gonna go ahead and do Dark Designs just in case something goes awry to get that extra. And just because I'm gonna take
Malevolent Strike for the win.
Yup. Indeed.
Love it.
So yeah, he was definitely ruined to mess people up. Although, he didn't take a bunch of damage early on, so apparently his Jin was really defensive and his Malice was really defensive. Two of the heroes that I wouldn't have made defensive, so... Alright, well here's a name I recognize.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we've got Theron without Valken, which, I mean, is definitely reasonable. why people put their Lily second or third, not even last, I don't know. And I suppose if you're trying to get the vines out early, but I would want to keep Oak Form on until the last minute. So we'll have to see how that plays out. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works for him.
Oh, that's a dodgeball quote, all you young kids out there watching. Your parents go to sleep early.
Okay, so he's hoping to kill somebody outright with Therend, or to do massive damage and freeze the team with Therend by being first. I'm assuming he's got pretty offensive or skill-focused Lily to do a bunch of damage with vines. Hansuke will be there for the revenge attacks, and then Kra there to stop silence. So I would personally, since we don't have Jin, and he's trying to be very aggressive on his defense, personally what I would do would be to take a team that was very heavily offensive, maybe even a couple of fast heroes. Like, I bet Assassins would just absolutely obliterate this team. With Arya, too. Not saying that we should, because I doubt you have an Arya team ruined up, but I think Assassins...
Arya ruined up, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Assassins would just demolish Kra. They would demolish Therend before either one of them could act. Hansuke might be a little hard, and Lily might be a little hard, but yeah. Like, a good team that I would have taken against a team like this would have been Deadeye, Ember, Hagrim, Valken. That would actually work against this, I think.
Because I was sitting there thinking, this person's about to get dead-eyed.
Yep.
So I'm right there with you. So there's a few things we could do. Deadeye's in the middle, about 5 rows down.
Yep. All right.
Right. Wait, he's moved to the right? Oh, yeah, I was messing around with stuff.
Yep.
So where there's a Deadeye, there's a Jin Lee. So Jin Lee's going to be a part of this team. When you see Jin Lee, another first thought I have is
Hansuke and Agnon.
And Agnon.
So that's the team, right? Agnon, Hansuke, Jin.
Yep. Now I would put Hansuke in slot 1. That way, whenever because when Lily comes out of Oak Form in slot 2, I want to put fear on her too. So I'd put Hansuke slot 2, sorry. And then Agnon slot 3.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
There's that. All right. And in case you guys are wondering, Brad, what sort of evil are you going to do to the Theron? So the Theron's going to want to do something stupid, like damage me. So we're going to solar shot him. And then he's not going to do nothing.
Personally, I wouldn't even do that. I would bring it down on him. Because Jin will obliterate him. But if you're playing it safe, I mean, that's if you go back to my original Deadeye video. Well, I mean, we can go either way. Like, the solar shot is definitely a viable option, but with the Jin synergy, ever since they made the honor-bound heroes have the synergy like that, I've tended towards using Deadeye, using the take it down. Because he ignores taunt as well, so you can just straight up. They're relying on Lily to draw the fire, whereas you do this. Not dead. Well, not quite dead. Unbreakable Hearted. Agnon was okay, but it worked out. Yep.
And the beauty of this, real quick, guys. And another thing that just Gravy just really made me think of. Now we can solo shot their Lily round 2. There's no evasion coming.
Right.
No one's getting evasion in round 2 now.
Right.
So, yep, that's beautiful.
Now we'll clear the taunt.
Did 23,000 to an Oak Form Lily. They're lucky there was an Oak Form, because my Hansuke is disgusting.
And Terror Storm now.
Lots of people going to die. 55,000.
And actually, we didn't even have to. What we can do is we can call them before.
Well, we could, but they're going to lose energy next round anyway from the solar shot.
Well, what I mean is, then we can put off Solar shot another round, stop her from healing.
Ah, see? There we go.
I know my Deadeye.
Deadeye is beautiful, and Gravy's putting on a Deadeye clinic right now, folks, so pay attention.
Yeah, because then even if she did get an attack on, like, the vines, she won't get healed from the vines now.
That's true.
So, yeah.
And another thing is my Hansuki has a shield piercing rune. So if he was the one that got the last shot... Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's so much damage that even an oak form.
So I don't know how you have your Deadeye ruined. Mine, I used to rune them really heavy defense and even throw a taunt rune on them. Now I'm the opposite. Ever since like everything changed for me with that Honorbound buff. Because once they made the Honorbound synergies, I go all offense on Deadeye, and he just obliterates. He's like, I call my bow Dez, and I call my arrows Troy, because when you put them together, they destroy.
Oh, God.
I found these in a place on Midgard called Texas. Sorry, quoting some Thor Ragnarok there. Alright, go ahead. You were saying something. Actually, you know what? We are actually running over on this one, but never fear, guys. We are doing 2 videos this evening, so we're going to wrap up this one right now. And we're going to be coming at you with another one, but I know one of the comments was that the videos are running long, so we will leave you here, and we will see you on the flip side.